Erica McClain here with HomeSmart to talk to you today about another property that was on the market with another realtor and it didn't sell. I want to show you, in my opinion, what I think could have been done differently by that agent and then show you how I got it sold. So let's dive into it. Okay, this is from the previous listing showing it had expired. Sometimes they show up as canceled because the seller says, no, take it off the market, but this was actually expired. It was on the market for a total of 174 days. Okay, I want to give you just a little bit of the background of this seller. Was a senior citizen. The listing agent was the brother of a friend of his. He told me he had no showings the entire time it was listed, didn't hear anything from the agent, and the only reason he knew it had expired was because agents started contacting him. He got my information in the mail and called me. This guy wanted to move out of state. He didn't have a place to go yet. The only family he had was his nephew, which was like a son to him. So he wanted to move out of state to be closer to his nephew and had no idea even that it expired. Because when he decided to list it with me, he said, well, what should I do with his sign? Just throw it in the garbage? And I said, no, don't do that because we pay a lot of money for them. Maybe just take it down and put it in the backyard or leave it on the side of the house. I'm sure he's going to want his sign back. He never heard anything from this agent at all. Okay, the photo on the left side is from the previous listing when it didn't sell. It was only one photo that was taken by the agent. On the right are my photos, 38 of them actually, from a professional photographer. Professional photos make a huge, huge difference. Okay, this is the listing description from the first realtor. Move-in condition, brick English, 3 bedrooms, 2 full bath, home that will impress you with its room sizes and ample closet and storage. Living dining room combination, eat-in kitchen, which opens to a family room, full finished basement with a second full bath. Attic is great for extra storage, newer windows, tuck pointing, newer HVAC, security doors, new windows, very nice backyard with a 2-car garage and a 3-season room that is attached to it. Okay, so the listing description wasn't that bad. You probably noticed I paused for a minute because I thought that it had said new windows twice in there, and it did. It repeated it. They repeated themselves. But some of the things that they have listed in there, it's not a living room, dining room combination. They're 2 separate rooms. And certain things like the attic and eat-in kitchen, you'll see in his MLS, which are searchable fields, he doesn't put anything in there. What you put in the remarks is not searchable. It's all the other things in the MLS, the other spots that are searchable fields. Okay, here's my listing description. Well-maintained brick English located in Portage Park by longtime owner. First floor features living room and formal dining room. Both have hardwood floors under the carpeting. Nice size eat-in kitchen with garden box window opens to family room that overlooks the backyard. 3 bedrooms, all with large closets and a full bath. Full basement with exterior access, features second bath with oversized whirlpool tub, rec room, large laundry room, office, and workshop. The attic is unfinished with a pull down ladder and has lots of potential for expansion. Nice yard with sprinkler system and two-car garage with attached three-season room. Gas forced air heat. Furnace is about 4 years old. Central air, garage, roof were all done in 2021. House roof done 6 years ago. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, I'm very biased that I think my listing description is better than the previous agent. So I'll just be truthful about that. But there's certain things. The other listing description didn't mention this bathroom in the basement was bigger than the one upstairs with this huge whirlpool tub. Having exterior access from the basement is a big deal for a lot of buyers. The fact that there is hardwood flooring in the living room, the dining room, and the three bedrooms on the first floor was not mentioned at all. The attic having the pull down, staircase. Reading the two descriptions, I don't know, like I said, I'm biased. I think mine's better, but let me show you the other differences. Okay, here are some other differences. On the left side was the previous agent, the right side is my listing. They only had 9 rooms listed because they had the living room and dining room as one room. They were separate rooms. Then we get to the school data. If you've heard any of my videos before, you know that all of Chicago is District 299. Schools are one of the most searched areas. He had just 299. I had what schools they were, Schmeiser and Taft. A lot of buyers, Taft is a very popular school that people want to be in the district for Taft. Under the exemptions on the taxes, he only had senior exemption down. I have it listed. It's not only did he have a senior exemption, he also had a homeowner exemption. When potential buyers or their agents see that on there, they're going to think that those taxes don't reflect that deduction. So those are important facts to know, in my opinion. Okay, so comparing again, the left side was the previous realtor, the right side is my MLS. Under the room sizes, it is always better to have the larger room number go first. A living room of 11 by 16, or does a living room of 16 by 11? Again, it's like the whole, it's not $10, it's $9.99. Another field on here that's searchable, and this is all like multiple choice for us when we input this in the MLS, what could go in there. Interior property features and exterior property features. The previous agent left them both blank. I had, for interior property features, hardwood floors, first floor bath, and first floor bedroom. Exterior property features, the screened patio. I don't understand why so many agents leave fields like this blank. It's not like we have to type it in. It's multiple choice. You just click and check. And these little things, believe me, make a big difference. Everybody always likes to blame price as the reason. Okay, again, here's a side-by-side comparison. He has nothing listed for the style, although in the remarks, he said brick English, but if somebody's searching for particularly in English, this house won't show up. He had the central air listed, but there was also an extra window unit. For the kitchen, he didn't put anything, and these are, again, searchable fields. Eating area, table space. It's great he had it in the remarks, but somebody searching for it isn't going to find it. He had no appliances listed, which there were several appliances staying with the house. Nothing listed here in a searchable field for dining. And for the attic, he had nothing listed. You can see I have dining separate, attic, pull downstairs, unfinished. And for the basement details, he put finished. I also had finished, but exterior access. Bath amenities. He had nothing. I had whirlpool. I told you there was that huge, oversized whirlpool bathtub. Okay, a few more differences. Again, on the left is the previous agents. For lot description, it was left blank. I have fenced yard. That is something, believe it or not, that people search for. That's one of the requirements, that they want a fenced yard. Now, on the left, you see sales terms, he has nothing. Possession, he has closing. Why nothing was put for the sales terms, I don't know. Again, these are multiple choice fields. I have conventional, FHA, or VA, because this house would definitely pass an FHA or a VA inspection, and a lot of buyers go FHA as opposed to conventional. For possession, I don't know why he put closing, because this seller didn't have a place to go yet. I always put closing, immediate, and negotiable. Let's see what kind of offer they bring us. If they want us out, they want you out real quick for the right price, maybe you'll do it. If not, we're going to negotiate. Then this is a big one, the showing instructions. Email or text the listing agent. I've said before, the easier you make it for agents to show, the better off you're going to be. The harder you make it for an agent to get in there when they're scheduling multiple showings, you're most likely going to go to the bottom of the list. You can see my showing instructions say use showing assist, so they just click it when they're in the MLS, the buyer's agents, and scheduling their other showings. And I have on there, the owner will provide access. We need to make it as easy as possible for the agents to schedule a showing, or you're just
right away,
sticking yourself in the foot with a knife.
Blame the price when a property
don't know.
doesn't sell.
Sometimes it is, but that's not always the case. And lack of communication with your agent. I mean, this poor seller didn't even know that his listing with this agent expired. No phone calls, no nothing, for 174 days. That's why it is so important when you're listing your house that you choose the right realtor. So let me show you now what happened with my listing on it. Okay, the previous agent had it listed for $369,999. I told the seller we need to go back with a fresh price. So we went down a little bit to $364,999. And it sold for $365, 5 days on the market. So see, price isn't always the issue. We sold it in 5 days with multiple offers, and we had showings on it. And the seller wound up having to rent back because he was making this out of state move. But there are so many things that in the MLS little things that, unless you're in the business, you're not going to notice or you're not going to know about. I see this happen time and time again. I list a lot of properties that were previously listed with other realtors and didn't sell. What really blows my mind is how many times I see a listing come off the market for a short period of time and then they list back with the same agent. Well, if that agent couldn't sell it the first time, what makes you think they're going to be able to sell it now? How I was able to get this done? We have a very strategic marketing strategy that we use. A lot of pre-marketing, a lot of advertisement and everything. We don't just throw it in the MLS. There are a lot of moving factors that go into this. So, in my opinion, picking the right agent is crucial. But for a homeowner, how do you know if the agent is right or not? I guess you have to just go with your gut, because there are a lot of fast talking salespeople out there that, give a real good sales pitch. And then I hear this from sellers that I've listed their property. It was a great sales pitch, but once they signed the contract, the only time they would hear from the agent was, we need to lower the price. We need to lower the price. They weren't communicating with them on a regular basis. They weren't showing them what was going on in the market. I check every day in the MLS what's going on. If other properties are selling and mine are sitting, okay, I got to figure out why that is. If the whole market is dead and nothing is really going under contract, then I know, okay, and I communicate that to my seller. I don't think it's the price. I don't think, I think it's just timing right now. We have to wait a little bit. But what your agent does makes a huge difference. So I hope you found this informative. I also have some downloadable guides that I prepared for expired listings. I have one guide that's for newly expired and another one that is for you expired a long time ago and now what do you do to refresh it to actually get it sold this time. So I hope you found this information helpful, useful, you learned something. Would love it for you to give me a like, hit the ring bell, and subscribe so you'll know when future videos come out for different homeowner tips, buying tips, all kinds of tips. But thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video, and I'll say bye for now.